r/Askreddit by Reddit and chill. It's the year 2050 and the term OK Millennial is trending. What are the reasons the young generation is using it? We can't stop posting 90s kids memes on Instagram, which at that point is the Facebook of our generation. OK Millennial. You mean Reddit will be the Facebook? They won't stop making edgy suicide jokes. Grandma, my pet fish died. God, I wish that was me. Comma. Oh man, so if I hate my wife jokes were replaced with suicide jokes, what will replace that? When whatever smartphones become are implanted in our eyes, our generation will be like, I just like the feel of a real phone. You know? Dude, imagine being in the middle of a conversation then you get an ad. I remember the good old days when we used keyboard and mouse or a controller. Kids these days can't live a day without using brainwave controls. See? In the good old days my thumbs had blisters on them from hard-cornered plastic. The controllers today are absolutely better than the ones I had as a kid. I can't imagine ever turning into a back in my day person. The world today is so much cooler. It will probably be us telling them every new technological advance is just a new way for the government and companies to spy on them. Even if the laws change and you do have more privacy, I feel like our generation will always be suspicious. The anxious generation. But genuinely, you're dead when your body dies. Period. You're not real anymore. You're just some damn digital fantasy who thinks you're still that person. Well, that got ducking dark. Us having to explain that we got up for school 5 AM and would have to wait in the cold for a Thai bus. And now you pricks can just teleport. Today. Ducking boomers with their houses they afforded with a janitor job. 2050. Ducking millennials all inheriting their houses from their grandparents. Oh thank God. You just reminded me that I will, in fact, own a house one day after my parents die. Edit. Couldn't I just get a POA to prevent them from getting a reverse mortgage? In any case, even they know RMs are a scam. I feel like my generation is going to be very against AI rights and AI civil rights will be the issue of the future. I could easily see older versions of my generation being like, no, you can't marry that AI. Marriage is between two people. Robots are not people. An if statement can't love you. OK Millennial. It's those damn robots that took my job. I have every right to hate them. We will still be meme addicted but we'll be still using the memes that should have been lost and forgotten. Tide comes in. Tide goes out. You can't explain that. You thought this meme was dead? No Chuck Tester. No one will get it and everyone will be rolling their eyes at us. My dad references obscure nonsensical shit from the 60s 80s all the damn time. I will become the dad that references obscure nonsensical shit from 2000 to 2010s. My son will become part of the brain book collective consciousness powered by Oz. Epstein didn't kill himself. OK Millennial. Stop being pedophobic old fart. Car ownership and driving will die with self-driving cars. Ducking millennials running over everyone with their cars. And I'll have my dad's ancient truck. I feel like in the best timeline our kids are gonna say OK Millennial when we're old and can't shake being hyper suspicious. And going off the handle about having to rise up and fight for every damn thing. Even though it's not necessary anymore. Old me. Don't trust your boss. They're always trying to screw you. Keep meticulous paper trails and if they ask you to do something make sure you're keeping track of any overtime and for the love of God don't ever sign anything. OK Millennial. Record every conversation. Check every bill for phony charges. Attention. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma you may be entitled to financial compensation. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. Exposure to asbestos in the Navy, shipyards, mills, heating, construction or the automotive industries may put you at risk. Please don't wait. Call 1-800-99-LAW-USA today for a free legal consultation and financial information packet. Mesothelioma patients call now. 1-800-99-LAW-USA. OK Millennial. You think it's that far away? The first millennials will be 40 in less than 2 years. 1981 crew represent. I just think that brain chips have ruined what it means to be a kid. No one's texted each other in years. No one even looks at what their friends are posting. They just spend all their time in the digispace, pretending to be in the same room with each other. Ridiculous. Okay, millennial. When I was your age, we sat around in the same room physically and then ignored one another. Back in my day, I couldn't afford a thing and had to avoid plastic. Now you've got your fancy biodegradable perfect for everything known to human. What's it? Okay, millennial. That's the dream. We won't stop quoting vines. Look at all these chickens. Dad. Stop. We're in KFC. Welcome to Chili's. I didn't ask to be born. Dad. The kids of 2050 think grandpa is crazy. Talking about fantastical things like winter, fast food and electricity. I miss meat. Wasn't that like a huge waste of resources? I say this as an open omnivore. I eat less meat than my parents and grandparents. And I think with growing environmental awareness, future generations will make more and more responsible lifestyle choices. Saying back in my day, us kids had a childhood without Google. We'd use encyclopedias. For real. And they were so frustrating compared to Google. Like a choose your own adventure book but informational. Flip to the table of contents, can't find what you're looking for? Flip to the index. Find 3 or 4 pages where what you're looking for is mentioned. Flip to each page trying to figure out the answer. Good chance you'll find it but no guarantees. Marijuana is great. But to legalize bath salts and antifreeze? Now that's just plain wrong. Okay, millennial. Psychedelics like psilocybin and LSD will be the next things legalized after marijuana. Possibly also MDMA and ketamine. After that, who knows? The obsession of memes. All that generation wants to do is marry their sex robots and it's disgusting. PSH grandpa's trying to raise minimum wage again. It's been tied to inflation since forever, old dude. Yay, back in your day a broken leg cost 20k and college left you with 200k student loans. Uphill both ways. I mean, just scroll through Twitter for a while and you'll get your answer. In 2050 it's basically the Fallout universe, so everyone is struggling to survive and meet basic necessities. But the millennials keep talking about all the fancy tech gadgets they had growing up. Grandpa is giving them the old "you call that dancing? This is dancing." Followed by breaking his hip while trying to floss. That's kinda a Gen Z dance. Me in the year 2019. When I was your age. We actually played video games. Not any of this streamer or let's play crap. My nephew. Watching a TF2 game. Okay, millennial. This is already happening. I'll be watching a let's play and a Gen X person will be confused as to why I don't just play the game. There will be some sort of new ducked up porn out that even us millennials will say WTF2. We will be telling the kids. Back in my day, we used to watch Japanese anime porn for fun. What happened to that? Okay, millennial. We did everything we could to stop the climate collapse. Okay, millennial. Is this accurate? Greatest generation. Discovered climate change. Boomers. Denied it. Millennials. Liked it on social media. It's funny. Got tired of saying okay, boomer. Zoomers protesting against the unequal distribution of bitcoins. Ugh. For the last time, Gramps. I don't care about this Trump thing. It was 34 years ago. No. I don't want to see your iPhone. My fear is that we will have failed to keep the planet hospitable and reverse the effects of mass debt poverty. That the mistakes of our previous generations will be repeated. I fully expect this to be the case. But what bothers me most is that younger generations will be pissed at us for not doing more in the first half of the century to change things before it got worse. Millennials will boast about fighting a revolution against the baby boomers, which reference would have no relevance to future generations, which will blame millennials for all inflation, debt, and global warming. The joys of driving a car on your own. ducking, like and subscribe.